the end of the day, there's only one way to lose weight, and that is to be. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. My name is Matt Regan. I'm a personal trainer, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 top lifestyle habits for weight loss. So, lifestyle habits for weight loss. What does that even mean? What I mean by that is I want to share habits with you that you can establish for sustainable weight loss techniques. I'm not a fan of diets and anything Atkins and South Beach and intermittent fasting and all these things. Diets are, right off the bat, the word diet, people are like, oh, you think about it, it's like a temporary type of thing that you're going to do till you achieve some goal. And I don't really embrace temporary mindsets like that. And studies have shown a lot of diets tend to lead people on this yo-yo track where they're gaining weight and losing weight. They're on the diet, they're off the diet, and they can never really seem to maintain the fitness level and the physique and the weight levels that they want. So I want to share with you these habits that are going to put you on this path to get you to your desired weight. And then once you get to that desired weight, things are going to change and you can start to modify it along the way to kind of, take yourself along that journey in a sustainable fashion. So that's what this video is all about. Top 5 lifestyle habits for weight loss. Let's get right into it. So number 5, track your calories in. Okay. This is huge. You can maybe just do this and lose weight sustainable. Okay. I really recommend MyFitnessPal app. You can download on your phone by Under Armour, and it allows you to track your calories. You can put in a weight loss goal. You can put in your activity level, estimate that, and it's all very simple, and it'll give you a goal, and then you can start putting some food in and putting in what you're eating. It's got a barcode scanner. You could scan the food in, and you can see what you're doing and get a sense of where you're at and get a sense of learning like how much calories are actually in stuff, because at the end of the day, there's only one way to lose weight, and that is to be in a calorie deficit most of the time, okay? If you can establish a calorie deficit, it's the law of thermodynamics. You're taking in less energy than you're putting out, and the result is weight loss. Every diet in the world is trying to back out of putting you in a calorie deficit. So whether it's having an eating window or eliminating macronutrients, they're all doing the same thing, trying to put you in this deficit. So why not just put yourself in the deficit by tracking what you put in your mouth, right? So use MyFitnessPal, and it's going to start to teach you a lot about food and portion sizes and this and that oil is 110 calories, and that, cake is like 500 calories and this and that. So track your calories, and I really recommend it. Let's move on to tip number 4, and that is to start strength training 3 to 4 times a week. So trainer Matt, you probably saw this one coming. But establishing a strength training regimen is just going to change your life. If you're not strength training right now and you're just doing a little cardio classes or something like that, start strength training 3 to 4 times a week. Find a trainer, find a program you can do. Lots of trainers, myself included, offer online training where you can get on a program and start strength training, hitting the major movements. You can do compound lifts where you're hitting hundreds of muscle groups in one exercise and really getting great workouts in a fast amount of time. And there's so many benefits to strength training. It's unbelievable. Once you start building more muscle, I'm going to tell you the reason why you should start strength training is because once you start building muscle, your body's going to require more calories every day to maintain that muscle. So it's more of a permanent thing. If you take 2 people, person A, person B, and person A has really low body fat percentage and they're muscular, and person B has a high body fat percentage and they're not so muscular, but they're the same weight, that person A will need more calories every day than person B to maintain their weight. So adding that muscle really helps. It's like a forever process. Once you put the muscle on, you need more calories just to maintain, like I said. So that helps with weight loss, because as you put on more and more muscle, you need more and more calories, and if you maintain the same thing you're eating, your weight's going to start to go down. Now, there's other benefits as well. It makes you feel better, this and that. Let's move on to number 3. Top 3 tip is to love your conditioning. Okay? So strength training is going to ultimately result in you needing more calories every day, but strength training doesn't burn the most amount of calories in the world. Conditioning does burn a lot of calories in the world. So when you pair the two together, maybe you do strength training one day and then you do conditioning the next, or, that's a great way to do it. when you do your conditioning and you find a conditioning that you love, you can do it forever. So what do I mean by find a conditioning that you love is find some modality that you're into, okay? Whether it's canoeing or surfing or snowboarding or skating or riding a bike or walking. Walking is the most underrated cardio conditioning activity out there. Just go for walks. If you're new to exercise, just establish a walking habit. Going out and walking is fun. You can see people and see sights and this and that. And it's really good. It's very low impact and you can burn a good amount of calories and you can count your steps and start to progress by adding more steps. And ultimately, like a healthy adult, you want to be aiming for like 10,000 steps a day, which is that's a far way, right? But establishing a walking habit or some type of conditioning that you love is really important. I, for example, this past year have gotten into surfing. I love it. I can't wait till the water gets warmer so that I don't have a wetsuit for the cold stuff now, but when it gets warmer, I can't wait to go back surfing. I love it. I could sit out there for hours trying to surf and just paddling around, and it's really good exercise. When you find something that you love, it doesn't feel like exercise. Like if you really like to run, go running. You should love it. If you love running, do that. I personally don't love running, so I do other stuff. I like to ride a bike or go surfing or snowboarding or stuff like that. I like to work on my car a lot. It burns a lot of calories working on my car, trust me. So I lost 7 pounds last week working on my car for like a zillion hours. But, think I had to get up and down off the floor like 100 times a day. It burns a lot of calories. But I like working on my car and it didn't really feel like work to me. So when you find something that you love, it's really easy to adhere to, right? And if what you're doing now for conditioning you don't love, look into other options, okay? The method that you're doing now might not be the one that you're going to stick with. So experiment. Maybe it's classes from someone or, maybe it's a Peloton or I don't know what it is for you. I have like 30 subscribers. So how could I know what you all love? On that note, I love more subscribers. So if you like this content, definitely hit the subscribe button. I would totally appreciate it. Hit like button also if you like this content and drop a comment below if you if you think I'm bullshit or you want to hear have any questions. I'd love to help you. So let's move on to the second lifestyle habit for weight loss, and that is to start. It kind of goes back to number 5, but start with your breakfast. Okay, dial in your breakfast. Get a breakfast that's fits within your calorie goals, has high protein, nice nutrients, whole foods are really good. I personally love protein shakes. I've been making my protein shake for years. It took me years to dial in my protein shake to get it where I really just love the taste of it. I love the flavor. It fills me up just right, gets me enough protein. It's on the calorie target. So for me, my protein shake makes sense. It's super quick and easy. So I do my protein shake all the time. Might not be a protein shake for you, although protein shakes are pretty good. Maybe it's eggs, maybe it's, who knows, hard-boiled eggs and cottage cheese and whatever it is. Start with breakfast. Experiment with breakfast. Maybe you don't have to have the same thing every day too. You can have 2 or 3 breakfasts, but you don't need a zillion different breakfasts, okay? I think a lot of people spend way too much time thinking about their meals and their food and spending so much time trying to diversify their meals that it's just a waste of time that you could be spending exercising or doing other stuff. So it's just better, I think, in my opinion, to just start with a simple couple different breakfast options and do the same thing all the time. The more you simplify your meals, the easier it gets to track. So if you're having different meals all the time that have a whole bunch of ingredients, it makes tracking really difficult and annoying. But if you have the same breakfast all the time, you may not even need to put it in MyFitnessPal because you know it's 350 calories and 35 grams of protein and blah, 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 blah. So you may not need to do it. And that's another thing with these sustainable tips. As you get better at them, you don't need to do all this. Once you track calories for a while and you start to establish your favorite foods and breakfast and lunch, then you can track a little bit less maybe, as long as you're still kind of going on the path where you're losing weight. If say you're losing weight and you plateau for a while, then maybe start tracking a little more. Put some stuff back in. Maybe go back to it. Put it back in the app. See how you're doing and check yourself. I need to check myself every once in a while too and see how many calories I'm getting and protein and this and that. It really helps with your goals. So that's why start with breakfast, dial it in, then move to lunch. If you could have 2 meals a day that align with your goals, it gives you a lot more flexibility at night to then go a little bit different, right? If you can say every day your breakfast and lunch is only netting you 750 calories and you're a guy on a 2,000 calorie diet, then at night you're free to have 1150 calories, whatever it is. If that math is right, I'm not sure. But you know what I'm saying? If you dial in breakfast, lunch, it gives you more flexibility at night to have a little bit more leeway to do what you want. And you can still lose weight, which is a nice thing, right? Okay, so that brings me to the number one tip for lifestyle habits for fat loss. And that is stop buying junk food. Stop buying the garbage junk. Just don't buy it. I mean, I never hear people talking about the purchase decisions. They're always talking about the at the moment when we're hungry decisions. But if you don't have it in the house, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for you to get it. I personally have a problem with having a lot of junk food in the house. If I have junk food in the house, it doesn't last very long. I end up eating it very quickly and getting a bellyache because I just personally don't have the willpower. I'm being honest with you. I don't have the willpower to not eat all that junk food. So what I do is I just don't buy it. I don't have that crap in my house. Once in a while I will. Once in a while I'll get some ice cream or this or that, and I can do it. I've been maintaining the same weight and the same body fat percentage for years. And so I personally don't have a problem with weight loss. Maybe you need to listen to somebody who doesn't have a problem with weight loss about weight loss, because I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just saying I've had visible abs for 3 years, since 2017. I don't need, I have that flexibility, but I also strength train. I also love conditioning. I'm preaching what I'm telling you. I practice what I preach is what I'm trying to get at. So as you get fitter and fitter and fitter, you actually get more and more flexibility, like I'm saying. So that's why I really think that these lifestyle habits are helpful, and I really hope that they can help you to get on a sustainable path where you're finding out your favorite breakfast, figuring out your favorite lunches, and coming up with some good ways to cook some really good meals that you enjoy, that you can do over and over again. And it just makes life a lot simpler, and it makes the whole journey just not suck as much as going on diets where you're constantly losing weight and playing this battle with yourself. Because it's really hard to start the journey of weight loss, I know, and you just got to do it. You just got to jump in, and that's why I started with tip number 5, which is track your food, because you can do that, and if you start hitting those calorie goals and you put yourself in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight, okay? But you don't make it too crazy. You don't want to go too much with anything. Everything in moderation, okay, guys? So thank you so much for watching this. If you made it to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you could do me a solid and just hit that like button if you like the content. If you want to see more videos like that, I would love to get some more subscribers. So if you could subscribe to the channel or drop a comment below. Let me know if you think of any of these tips were bullshit, or if you have any other tips that have really helped you with your weight loss journey. I'd really love to hear it, to see what's been working for you guys. So again, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.